Welcome to Aqualuna 73, a realm where intuition moves like water and the moon remembers every journey. Here the eyes of the soul open gently, catching whispers from the deep wells of time, shaped by ancient forces, from the quiet power of Ra to the bold spark of Rik, guiding us through the unseen. In this space, the cup's tarot flows with quiet wisdom, while quantum sparks rise from the black well of possibility. The zodiac hums softly, minnow small yet universe wide, reminding us that even the smallest ripple in the pond can change everything. Some messages drift in like secret tides, echoing the mystery that readers have long explored, even in the hidden corners of Secret Tarot. This channel is a sanctuary for seekers, queens, wanderers, and those drawn to tarot readings that feel like conversations with destiny. Some messages arrive like secret tides, others like ancient hymns, all meant to guide you through each season of becoming. Here at Aqualuna 73, your spirit speaks and the cards answer. Please step through. Hi there everyone. Welcome to my channel, Aqualuna 73. I'm going to do a Vedic tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. Okay, so this is going to be Gemini Moon and Ascendant Lagna, okay, in Vedic Tarot. So if you want to know what your star sign is in Vedic Tarot, I suggest you go Google. You can just ask Gemini or whatever on Google for directions on what you need to know, what your star sign is in Vedic Tarot. But anyway, let's continue. I've been picking up a folklore energy and also a science fiction energy, like science fiction movie energy. Okay, I'm going to see what the planets have to say for you now. Gemini, what lessons and messages do you have, my Gemini Moon and Ascendant, for this Vedic Tarot reading? Please and thank you. Lessons and messages for August and September for my Gemini Moon and Ascendant. Please and thank you. Please, any background noise, I apologize in advance. Okay, my son is busy inside and there might be noise. Here's a card that wanted to flip out now. Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to take that. What lessons and messages do you have, my Gemini Collective? Please and thank you. Okay, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay, you're appearing in your own reading. Okay. The Lovers is a card that's represented by Gemini. What lessons and messages do you have, my Gemini Collective? Please give me two oracle cards. What do you want my Gemini Collective to know for this reading? Like I said, I picked up in your, in your meditation, I picked up like also a science fiction theme. I think the reason for this is because you were with your an air sign. You're a very knowledgeable sign, a sign that is or that's associated with knowledge, intelligence. Okay, anyway, this is your first card, the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. And then the Eagle King, the picture, angelic help. I think you have some type of tunnel vision here about something. I have no idea what this is. Okay, Gemini. So let's see what I said. I picked up a science fiction theme when I was like meditating on your sign, and there was a word that popped up into my um, meditation, or a download that I got. It's the word Andromeda. Okay, Andromeda is, I think it's a galaxy, but the meaning, it's a Greek word, and the meaning of this is the leader. It's something about the leader of mankind, or the leader of men. I can't remember, okay, but it's something to that effect. I think it's almost like an Andromeda sector, okay, and in this Andromeda, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, sector, there's this planet, okay, a legendary world-known planet, and this planet is your planet, the planet of the twins, okay. The twins is also associated with Gemini, and unlike ordinary planets, your planet's Gemini had two rotating hemispheres. This is what I picked up in my download. Two rotating hemispheres. And these it's almost like a brain that's split in two, and it's constantly exchanging information one with the other. One hemisphere dreamed and the other calculated. Okay. And this planet had obviously citizens, and these citizens carry two minds, okay, and I want you to look at it from a symbolic perspective, okay. These citizens had two minds. The other calculated, like I said, it's almost like one is curious and analytical, and the other one was like carrying harmony, okay. It's like one was curious, one was analytical, and the harmony between the two depended on keeping both hemispheres in constant conversation with each other, okay. Or this is what you need to do. But what I strongly get the feeling is, I said in the beginning of the reading, it's like you have tunnel vision, and this is what I pick up with this Five of Cups and this Nine of Swords, okay. This is what I strongly feel, and these two cards, if I look at it from a symbolic perspective, is in between the Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers, which tells me there's some type of imbalance here, some type of, I have no idea what, yeah, imbalance, whatever else I can call it. Okay, this planet, okay, you are ruled by Mercury, okay, this, and your guardian, or the planet's guardian, is the commander Mercury, and it's also your mind, okay, because I see Gemini's mind as a fast navigator, almost like the fastest navigator in a galactic federation, okay, because you have the ability to calculate situations very fast in a flash, And you have this mission, a very simple mission. And this mission that you had was to keep knowledge flowing. You're a Gemini after all. You value this with the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Keep knowledge flowing. And there's almost like seasons, or I would say a cycle. Even life has cycles, okay? The world has cycles. The earth has cycles. And there's the solar council. Every now and then, the solar council would send out some type of cosmic force. I don't know how else to explain this. Like a cosmic force they send out basically to test this knowledge, maybe to test if this knowledge is applied in the correct way, if it's used in the correct way. Okay, this is what I pick up with this Ego King, because it speaks of the big picture and angelic help. It could be anything. It could be like reincarnated souls that come to earth, okay, like earth angels, or star. They talk about star seeds and indigo children, and they basically, or even you can look at the twin flame concept the same way. It's like, I would say these groups of people fall under the Galactic Council, okay? They are here to see if humankind has learned the lessons that they need to learn to evolve maybe into a next phase of their life, okay? For August, what I pick up for August, I'm going to draw more cards. Give me a few more cards for my Gemini collector for August. It's almost like, I don't know, we in like a lion season, we in Leo season, okay? And there's also there is also this Lion's Gate, okay? And the Lion's Gate portal is associated with the number 88, okay? Because this is what I pick up now, as there's an 8th orbital cycle, okay? And it began with the planet of the twins. It's like the planet of the twins intercepted an impossible transmission. And it's like a transmission that came from space, okay, outside of our galaxy, basically. Let's see, okay, an impossible transmission. You intercepted an impossible transmission. Okay, let's draw another card. Let's see. You got the Wheel of the Year, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Page of Cups. What do you want to clarify about this impossible transmission that the planet of the twins intercepted? 8th orbital cycle. Okay, the sun dances, and then the spiral dances. Let me just drink some water, guys. Okay, the sun dances is joyful activity, celebration of life abundance And then the spiral dancer says a courteous root and perception. I'm just drinking some water, guys. Just hold on a second. Like I said, this impossible transmission, it came from outside, like space, mapped space, okay? And it's almost like you don't know whether it's an invitation or a warning. I don't know if you maybe get a signal of something or you pick up something intuitively, but you're not sure what to make of this transmission, okay? There might be a lot of static. I don't know if you clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, and you maybe pick up some type of transmission or energy. Listen, you don't have to believe in these things, okay? I don't know who's watching my channel, but you have to understand this. When was it? I don't like to go into these things because it comes across that you want to convince people of hogwash, but this is not the case. But you have to understand that even our thoughts, okay, not our memories, maybe our memories, but our thoughts also have an energetic frequency, okay? Our thoughts create a certain energetic frequency. Say for instance, I'm going to make a simple example in a layman's term. Say for instance, you have a specific thought, and now you express this thought through word, okay? In the esoteric world, if you express thought into word, you create a spell. In other words, you speak it. A spell is something that you cast. It's something that you speak into existence, okay? And when you speak it, the universe hears this. The universe is not biased. You have to understand this. Universe is not biased. The universe doesn't know or understand energy the way we do. The universe just hears what you're saying and it transforms that thought into matter. Okay, so basically what I'm saying here is it can be negative, it can be positive. Okay, whatever that thought was. This is why they always say, be very careful what you speak into existence, what you create for yourself. Okay. There's a lot of scientists, even Albert Einstein spoke about this. Nikola Tesla speaks about this, where you see, if you want to look at the universe, you have to look at it through the eyes of energy, okay, energetic fields. My kids love to make fun of me and say, my son especially, then he says, everything is energy, everything is energy. He likes to tease me about this. But science was one of his favorite subjects, and he understands this very well. Okay, so I don't know exactly what this is for you, but there is an impossible transmission that you, not you specifically, but I want to say this is a collective reading, or it could be for a collective bunch of, sorry, I bumped into the tripod again, a collective of Geminis, but this could also be a collective reading. But like I said, I picked up an 8th orbital cycle for the that began, and the planet of the twins intercepted. Okay, so it could be, if it's a planet, it could be a group of people that intercepted an impossible transmission. This group of individuals could be star seeds, indigo children, or a group of all of them together. But it came from outside of space, okay? It came from outside mapped space. No one in this collective knows whether it's an invitation or a warning. Okay. And basically this commander, this Mercury commander, assembled a group, okay, like a crew, okay, and he basically, or she, whoever it is, there was a captain as well. Okay, this is the two energies that I pick up. There is the Mercury, okay, energy, and then there's the spiral dancer energy. There's this Eagle King as well. I think it's these two individuals here. I have no idea who it is, but it's two individuals that I pick up with the Sun Dancer, Spiral Dancer, Lady of Lightning, and Eagle King. But this is, the one is the Commander Mercury, okay, that assembled the crew. The other one is a Mars energy, okay, a captain energy of tactical systems, and this individual wants immediate action because it's a Mars is associated with, it's also associated with the god of war, okay, it's a Mars energy. So I don't know exactly what this is. You have to, I'm just picking you need to take the energies however it resonates with your situation. This could even be some type of prophetic word or something. Sorry, okay. Venus is coming through with the Sun Dancers and the Spiral Dancer. Venus may not agree with these two specific energies. Venus prefers diplomacy. Venus is also represented by the sign of Libra, okay? The scales of the zodiac, the balance of the zodiac. So Venus prefers diplomacy. And Saturn is basically insisting on scanning every possibility. It's almost, Saturn is like this energy of caution, and Saturn wants to scan all the possibilities of whatever could go wrong before moving forward. Okay. Today, this pentacle, it comes across as a moon, okay? It's like this moon is absorbing every emotional frequency from this mysterious signal. And you listen, it's almost like this is what I picture. The moon is associated with the ocean tides, okay? There's a magnetic pull between the ocean tides and the phases of the moon. And this is what I pick up. The moon absorbed this emotional frequency from this specific mysterious signal, okay? And this population of this planet of the twins, okay, it's causing a fluctuation between an alternate feeling between excitement and uncertainty, okay? Like I said, they don't know what to make out of the signal. Let's see here. This is an interesting reading. Very interesting, to be honest. I don't know if this is you for one specific person that you're confused by. You get mixed signals. Okay, it could be even two people in a divine connection. Okay, and they're getting mixed signals, but they don't know, they're not sure what to make of it, or conflicting messages, or I'm trying to think of an example. Just give me a I will think of something to give you an example. Okay, say for instance, if you're in a twin flame dynamic, okay, you've recently, maybe a few years ago, discovered that you might be a twin flame, and you might be in a twin flame dynamic. And when you are in, this is what I've noticed and studied upon on people that are in these specific dynamics. Okay, and this is my layman's explanation. I'm not an expert. Okay, let me just put this disclaimer there. What I've noticed is they speak of this obviously telepathic connection that you have with your twin. You can read each other's minds, you can pick up on each other's feelings. You don't have to be in the vicinity. After all, if you look at it here, Gemini, if this person is your twin, okay, this is the relationships that twins have even in real life. Okay, if the one twin goes through something sad, you will also pick up this, vice versa. Okay, whatever it might be. But what I pick up here is, I said, I spoke about some type of transmission and not being sure what you're seeing. I think there is a deliberate interference of some kind. Okay, for some of you, if you are in a twin flame connection, there could be a deliberate interference of some kind. I don't know how and why and who is placing this interference there, but if you're in the esoteric world, okay, there are certain energies that are going to pick up on this energetic energy, and they're going to want to interfere with us. It could be witches, warlocks, um, uh, karmic females, males that are preventing a union. It could be anything, okay? But I'm trying to explain what I'm seeing in my head. I think your twin is giving you mixed, for some of you, your twin flame is giving you mixed signals. Okay? Vice versa, female, male, doesn't matter. I don't know why. Okay, this is just for some of you, okay? Like I said, the moon absorbed every emotional frequency from this mysterious signal. And it's basically causing this population of the twins to alternate between excitement and uncertainty, because they're not sure what to make of this. And basically this commander Mercury realizes this isn't a battle, okay? It's a communication puzzle that needs to be solved. And every conversation at the end of the day becomes important on this planet. A casual message, okay, could reveal some hidden information or hidden technology. Maybe old archives being unlocked, or is going to be unlocked with forgotten coordinates, okay. There could also be unexpected allies that appear from distant star systems. you have to approach this message with an open mind. This is what I pick up. The citizens need to listen to this message instead of assuming and concluding, okay? Because if they sit quietly and they listen, the message will become clear. The signal, okay, will become clear. Because I feel for some of you, there's a type of a lesson in this, okay? Maybe it's a lesson about needing to slow down, not being hasty. It's a lesson about speed, okay? Instead of speed, it's very important to have precision instead of speed. This is what I pick up with the sundown. If you look at a dancer, a professional dancer, and you look at their moves, okay, even somebody that, a gymnast, okay, the moves are very elegant, very systematic, very coordinated, okay. So it speaks of precision. Every word this month is going to be a navigational command. In other words, I just spoke to you about thought, about how Nikola Tesla sees things when it comes to energy and thought, and Albert Einstein. Okay. Every word that you speak. Okay, this is your first Three of Pentacles. Then the Magician. Isn't this, I have to get this card, the Magician card. Six of Cups, and then the Empress. Wow. Okay, this is amazing. I love this. Okay, every word that is spoken became a navigation command. Every question became a wormhole. Okay. On this mission, the specific mission, Gemini Moon and Ascended, midway through this mission, you entered a mirror nebula. Okay. It created a mirror nebula. Just hold on. Okay, the hungry ghosts and the resting tree. The hungry ghosts, obsession, scarcity, consciousness, and attachment. This is what I pick up, a mirror nebula. Okay, with this card. The resting tree, patience and stillness. Like I said, midway through the mission, through the specific mission, you entered a mirror nebula, and every thought created a holographic duplicate. It's almost like this hungry ghost comes across as a mirror image of yourself. You will see here these two figures here, but it's a ghost image, okay? A holographic duplicate of a thought. And fear, there's almost like this fear attached to this, and it produces frightening futures, okay? Because of this mirror nebula, this mirror duplicate, okay? It's almost like you creating ghosts that are not necessary, okay? Because this fear produces frightening possibilities or frightening futures. But you have to understand, when I look at this resting tree and this Empress energy, yeah, and I look at the magician is somebody that is in control. He has a wand in his hand. He has the ability to control his own destiny, okay? And this speaks about confidence. Confidence creates brilliant possibilities, okay? And this Commander Mercury noticed something very extraordinary. The Gemini citizens were not trapped by mirrors. They're learning from these mirrors, learning from these ghosts. That's amazing. I love this. Every alternative timeline that you enter, okay, became just another source of information. And the what if became the most powerful phrase in your galaxy. Okay? And in this dynamic world, scientists collaborated with artists, engineers debated philosophers, explorers consulted historians. The planet's greatest strength, okay, this is beautiful, I love this. The planet's greatest strength wasn't certainty, it was adaptability. And isn't this what is most important when it comes to survival? Is the ability to adapt, okay? This is why a lot of species died out, because they were not able to adapt, okay? There's this council, Gemini moon and ascended, September, the Council of Nine Suns. The signal, mysterious signal, this mysterious signal that you're going to, that you're experiencing in November. I mean, oh my God, I said November, in August. Okay, the cars are so, okay. This mysterious signal, Gemini moon and ascendant. I was just speaking about September, the Council of Nine Suns. When September arrives, this mysterious signal is going to reveal where it's coming from. Okay, you're appearing in your own reading, looking King of Swords. Okay. I don't know what this mysterious signal is for your Gemini. I am not in your life. But September is going to reveal the source of the signal. It could be some type of ancient civilization. Okay. Or this Council of Nine could be an ancient civilization orbiting 9 miniature suns. Okay. This council watched this planet of twins for centuries. Okay, it's almost like a group of guides or ancestors that have watched you for centuries. They weren't searching for the strongest civilization. This council. This Guardians. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming through now. The movie Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, this council They've been watching you for centuries, and they're not searching for the strongest civilization. They're seeking for the most curious before they granting access. Okay, before they grant you access to a much more bigger library of stellar wisdom. Okay, and with every individual, if you ascend, if it's a spiritual journey that you're going through, and this is what I'm picking up, there's going to be trials. Okay, you have to go to tests, through tests, in order for you to advance and to see if you are ready to make progress into another direction, or basically ascend. Okay, these three trials, this is what I pick up with the Three of Cups. Just only want to drink some water. Jimna, you can do this. Don't be alarmed. Okay, you are a very strong individual. Okay, trial one. Okay, trial one says, could Mercury speak without over explaining? Sometimes it's okay to just give one precise sentence, okay, that carries more power than 1,000 transmissions. Okay, the second trial, you should just choose one Stargate, Gemini, instead of chasing every possible route. Okay, your focus, if you do this, your focus is going to transform scattered energy into hyperspace velocity. Okay, so you need to focus on one specific thing. Your third trial asks that you, as the citizens of the planet of twins, trust their own accumulated knowledge. You've been spending such a long time gathering information that you sometimes forget how much wisdom you already possess. King of Swords. You basically, if you pass these trials, you're going to unlock a quantum archive. Okay, and inside these quantum archives with the Seven of Cups is a constellation, a living constellation containing maps, not only galaxies, of endless possibilities. Okay, don't be scared of the towers associated with this energy. I always tell you, towers bring new beginnings. Okay, I pick up like a gravity forge energy. Okay, I told you about the moon and gravity. For some of you in the Western Hemisphere, as autumn is approaching, Saturn is going to activate this gravity forge. Okay, and ideas are going to be compressed into reality. Okay, let's see. Oh, lovely map maker of destiny. Wow, this is amazing. The map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. The River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. This is amazing. Okay, just verifying what I was just saying. Your dreams with this map maker are not only going to stay ideas, okay, or theories. blueprints. Okay. Blueprints are going to become starships. And the research that you did, for some of your research, say for instance, you're researching a specific thing and you want to develop it. It could be anything. It makes me think of the first person that developed a cell phone. Okay. Say for instance, you develop some type of technology. You have to patent it. Okay. So basically, there's some type of research that's going to become technology. I picked up this energy months ago. I don't know who this is for. It could be you, Gemini, it could be someone associated with you. But it's a new, it's like research becoming technology. Okay. Conversations are going to become alliances. And basically, Mercury is going to discover that knowledge alone, it never powered interstellar travel. Only the applied wisdom that you've gained activates your engines to move forward, okay? And your civilization, Gemini, is going to enter a new phase. There's going to be less collecting and more creating, okay? With this flow and letting go. I'm going to draw a last card. This is amazing. I love this. 45 minutes. Yesterday's reading was very long. We're going to finish off now. I'm going to draw from this deck before we finish off this reading. The universe, what you have to remember is this, Gemini, the universe, your intellectual sign, the universe doesn't reward the people that knows the most. You know this by now, don't you? It rewards those who remain curious. Okay, if you're a curious person and you constantly want to learn and you're open to learn, it rewards those type of people. And the people who are willing to act on this curiosity, it rewards those who remain curious while having the courage to act. Okay, it says hallowed heart, veneration, sensuality, gentleness, and nakedness. And the other card, ancient amulets, fortune, protection, skills, and possessions. This indicates to me today you are protected by the universe. You just need to follow your intuitive guidance. Whatever you decide, you are protected. Okay, I told you there's a council, there's some type of guides here, and they're protecting you while you're in this energy. This commander Mercury, it's almost like you're overlooking or toward the twin stars shining above the planet of twins. Okay, look at this here. You see these stars. One represented questions, the other represented decisions. Okay, and you have to understand the greatest civilizations were not built. Well, I mean, the greatest civilizations, Gemini, were built not by choosing between these two, but by allowing both to illuminate the same path. Okay, the questions, like I said, one represented questions, the other represented decisions. And so the planet of twins is going to continue its voyage, yeah, on the river or the sea, through the cosmic ocean, not because it possessed all the answers, but because it never stopped asking more questions. Okay. Curiosity is going to become your superpower, okay? Communication is going to open unexpected doors for you, Gemini. Listening is going to reveal hidden opportunities in plain sight. Adaptability is going to outperform rigid planning, and information is going to begin to organize into meaningful directions, okay? Choices in September is going to become more important than possibilities. Your knowledge is going to become practical in action. Your discipline is going to it's going to strengthen creative ideas. There's going to be collaborations and it's going to create breakthroughs for you. This is what I also pick up. And you need to understand confidence grows through applying what you've already learned, okay? So this is your energies, okay? I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. God bless you guys. Please take care. Love you. Bye.